Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Welcome in. Holy crap, Shan just came through with the gossip for Below Deck. Thanks, Shan. Shan just sent me some great tea. I'm gonna get down to it. I'm gonna actually post it after this. That way you guys have to go to my community tab and check it out. So thank you, Shan. I was just running around just a second ago trying to get all of this together, and then that kind of threw me off, but in a great way, because of course we all love like the good tea and the good content. But yeah, it really had me kind of in a little bit of a tizzy. Guys, if you missed it last night while everyone's piling into the room, if you missed my Super Bravo Tuesday last night, it was a special one. It was my second Super Bravo Tuesday, and last night was a TLC takeover. So we had Caesar Matt come in, which was awesome, and then also Mary Wallace from Jeffrey and Varia's kind of little duo thing that they had. Hi guys, good morning. Everybody pile in. So I wanted to recap last night's Super Bravo Tuesday. I'll make that really brief with you guys. I wanted to talk about our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills predictions for tonight's episode. I wanted to talk about the fact that we're getting a Real Housewives of New York cast shakeup because we're diversifying the cast. And the two front runners for diversifying it and bringing on new women are Kimora Simmons and a woman named Karen Lowe. If you guys don't know Karen, because I didn't know who Karen was, she's a billionaires from Hong Kong. So she has over $200 million in real estate. It's crazy. And then we're going to talk about the Destiny versus MJ because they just started another fight. The Shahs of Sunset are at it again on Twitter. So it's a whole new, thing coming. Guys, before I get into that, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. So last night I got this silly message, and I'm gonna actually start something, and I want Shan to help me out with it. Actually, I want all of you guys to help me out with it. Once I hit, you guys can see my cat in the back. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, guys, I'm allowed to set up a shop on my channel. Last night I got this message after Super Bravo Tuesday. This is why that's relevant. You really suck big time. Only reason people tune in is because of your looks. You are unprofessional, you're unorganized, and you scream like a bitch. Been there, done that. I would say good luck, but really get your ASS off YouTube or any other platform. You are a main example of money and fame hungry by Felicia. Also, you're stupid and your voice is annoying. You should go jump off of a bridge. Okay? You suck. Point is, I take all of these comments off, but what I'm going to do is once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to set up a shop with merch that says, "Bye, Jolene," because as you guys know, Jolene is our internet troll, and then in the meantime, I'm going to do my due diligence to find an anti-internet bullying give back. So a charity that does anti-internet bullying, because obviously it's bigger than what we anticipated. So for all of the haters, we're going to give back, and we're going to use you as an example. So if you guys want to, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to have mugs, hats, shirts, jackets, everything that says "Bye, Jolene," and we're going to give proceeds back to anti-internet bullying. So thank you, Jolene, for inspiring another positive. Also, what else was I going to say? So let's just recap last night. We talked about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene possibly leaving with the whole Latoya Ali drama, and then we also talked about the newcomer Elizabeth Vargas from Real Housewives of Orange County. We don't know if she's going to fit in. She's Kelly Dodd's friend, but apparently she's feisty and she's starting fights with all of the women too prematurely. And then we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama that was busted. Guys, if you missed it, I posted it in my community tab. This cat is distracting me so bad. I posted it in my community tab, and Brandy filmed those scenes with Kim, Kyle, and Teddy after the Rome trip. It wasn't before the Rome trip, so we dissected that. Somebody came up with it, and I was just here to post it for you guys. Still love our Bravo celebrities, but that's what we do here. So let's start, since we are starting with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's kick off with our Rome predictions. I can't talk today, guys. It's the water. What are you guys saying in here? Hi. Carla, thank you. I want a Jolene mug. Yes, we're going to have Bye Jolene merch for sure. Then why are they on your channel? Yes, Morgan, I agree. I don't take them personally. I just want to turn a negative into a positive. Ignore the haters. Yes. Yes, guys. Yeah, I did have my espresso shots. If you guys ever see me with this, you know that I got 4 shots of espresso because the woman every morning is like, hey, Adam, I have your water with your shots of espresso. She knows I'm like, like crazy. 4 shots of espresso gets me going like nuts. But I also wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I wait 4 hours to do this. So I have a lot of energy. Anyways, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills predictions. Guys, we have 48 in the room. Thank you so much. Let's hit 50. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills predictions. We're going to Rome on this trip. I had some thoughts about this. One, let's talk about and get this out of the way. Dorit is obviously going to come and deliver with the fashion for Rome, and so is Erica. I always feel like it's a fashion off between the two of them who can like come and slay it the best and then act like super nonchalant about it, like it was just like kind of an outfit that they threw on in, you know, just 30 minutes and oh, this no big deal, this Chanel chain link shirt that cost me $4,000. That's last year. I just found it in my bag. Yeah, of course. You know, but we know the real, like it takes them forever. It's about 3 hours of glam, and it's a lot that goes into it. They plan out these outfits. We saw this from Danielle Staub on Real Housewives of New Jersey when she said she was going to wear the chic Chanel outfit. Whatever. Anyways, I wanted to talk about this whole Teddy thing because we see that Teddy's the one who's delivering the drama with the whole Brandy and Denise thing. And from the moment that she says it and blurts it out in the car to Lisa Rinna on their way to Rome to go to the airport, to go to Rome, to when she says it to Denise at the table. Why is Teddy being the bone carrier? Is it because she's trying to secure her diamond for next season? Because normally Teddy's been pretty nice and docile and chill, and now all of a sudden she's like gunning for Denise. She's really, 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 really reaching. And I don't know why. Normally it's Lisa Rinna, even though Lisa Rinna has a 20-year plus friendship with Denise, but she doesn't care, I guess, because she's throwing her under the bus. Come on, 50 viewers. Hi, guys, 52 in the room. Like it really helps. Yes, you're right, Shannon Van. Shannon, thank you. Guys, it's true. If you like this video, comment on this video, share this video. It really helps. And please, above all, subscribe to my channel. And guys, thank you. I missed, I think, Grandma Scary last night. Thank you again so much for the super chats. You guys were on fire last night. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means a lot. I have a lot of love back for you guys. And thank you guys for just even being here. It means everything. So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills predictions. Let's get back to it. I don't know why Teddy's jumping in on this. I think it's crazy. I think that she's just trying to secure her diamond. And I can't wait to find out what happens tonight. Obviously, you guys know I'm going to be covering it in the morning. I'm not sure yet if I'll be covering it with Sherelle on her channel at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or on my channel at 10 a.m. But regardless, I'll be covering it, and I'll let you guys know in my community tab. So let's keep it moving and go on to, this is really what it got me excited about today. Real Housewives of New York, guys. Real Housewives of New York is having a cast shakeup. So we have 2 potential new cast members that are in the talks. And of course, they're, I'm sure, going to audition other, housewives to come in. And I think they go through like 5 to 10 housewives that get recommended. They go in, they film them, they see how they act on camera, whatever the case is. But we have for New York, Karen Lowe, which is a billionaire. She's a billionaireess from Hong Kong. And we also have Kimora Lee Simmons. So if you guys don't know Kimora, and if you're not familiar with her, like Carla said in the chat, she is a fashion designer and she is responsible for Baby Phat. Baby Phat is this awesome brand, but over time we've kind of heard less and less about it. But it used to be a happening thing. She was married to Russ Simmons and she has 5 kids. She's married now. I wrote this down for you guys. She's married now to a guy named Tim Leisner. But he just apparently recently ran into legal troubles where he's facing up to 25 years in prison. And he also has to pay back a $1.4 million penalty charge. So I don't know. I guess she has enough drama to bring to the Real Housewives of New York. He was just seen with another woman in January, this past January of 2020. We don't know what's going on with his legal troubles, and she's still married to him. So she's no stranger to the reality TV world, and she is a shark herself. So I think she could really deliver on the Real Housewives of New York. She's a mom of 5 now, so holy cow. She has Kenzo, Ming Lee, Wolf, Aoki, and her new baby, Gary. But I'm not as excited about her as I am Karen Lowe. I want to know more about this Karen Lowe woman. So again, like I said, she's a billionaireess. Her family is responsible for the Vitasoy beverage empire that was founded in 1940. She has over $200 million in real estate just in the States alone, and she bought all of the mansions around the Playboy Mansion to make a $100 million compound. So this woman is apparently nobody to play with in the whole money department, and that's what I want to see more of anyways. You know, like, I want to see more of the glitz and glam come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of New York. I want to see, like, not just like these $3-5 million mansions. I want to see these freaking compounds. You know what I mean? She also just bought a $50 million penthouse in New York City. So this woman has quite the real estate portfolio. Along with Kimora Simmons, she's worth over $200 million herself. So before, Bethany was the richest housewife on the New York Housewives, and now this would be, I mean, to bring them in would be crazy. Let's bring in the lifestyles. I'm all about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I don't want to talk about them anymore unless somebody wants to call in at the end. I'll go ahead and drop in the link anyways in case you guys do want to call in. I'm going to cover the last 2 topics, though, and cover all of the topics before I take calls. And then once you guys call in, we can, we can talk about it. I did that because we're talking about New York. So again, guys, Shannon Van came in with the Below Deck Med Tea. If you guys missed it at the beginning, make sure you catch it in my community tab. I'm going to give credit to Shan, of course, because she's the one who brought it to me. Thanks, Shan. Below Deck, wow, holy cow, you guys don't want to miss this. I'm going to post the photo. It's going to be a shakeup. I thought I knew what was going on already with Kiko and Hannah, and I knew some other stuff that was brewing with Malia's boyfriend, but there's even more. So credits to Shan. With that being said, let's cover Destiny and MJ. Destiny and MJ, the Shahs of Sunset. If you guys missed it this past season, it's been quite the ride. So MJ and Reza have had a crazy, just ongoing battle, and obviously we had no resolve until the last 10 minutes of part 2 of the reunion. But now Destiny and MJ are back at it via Twitter. So this is exactly what was said. And by the way, guys, this goes back to another Jolene moment. You guys... I had somebody, not you guys are awesome, but I had somebody who aggressively came in my comment section and was like, why are you asking why she says Andy June? Do you not know your Bravo shows? Like, don't you know that that's a part of it? Blah, blah, just aggressively. Listen, I ask questions because I believe there's no such thing as a stupid question. That's not true. There are stupid questions, but I'm going to ask the questions anyways because that's what I'm here for. And I'm not pretending like I know everything. I want to invite you guys in and invite the knowledge you guys have because I'm not Bravo. I'm just bringing you guys Bravo tea. You guys might know more than me, and that's the best part about this because we're sharing this channel. So stop coming for me. And my point is, Heather McDonald is a huge Bravo person, a comedian. If you guys don't know her, get to know her. She has a great podcast. She used to be on the Chelsea Handler show, and she even tweeted. She's like, why does Destiny keep calling Andy June? So if she tweeted it after I asked, then don't get mad at me because apparently not all of us know. Just wanted to say that real quick. Shan, get off your phone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's so funny, guys. I can see her. You guys, if you don't know how this works, she's down in the bottom. But I'm kidding, Shan. So anyways, this is what happened with it. Heather McDonald asked, why is Destiny calling Andy June? I'm so confused. Please help. To which MJ replied, because she has the personality of a low-rent madam. Okay, so MJ kind of fired first. Destiny replied back, ha, 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 ha. You're so pressed. Calm your tits, MJ. Take several seats back and humble yourself. MJ said, you're a classless kiss, ASSBITCH. Ooh, can't say those words on here. And Destiny replied, haha, you're so sensitive. Stop acting like your mom and just breathe. Yeah, don't come for the mom. But she did. MJ said, keep my mom's name out of your ASS hole, referring to her mouth. You desperate lowlife BITCH. So, wow. Why didn't they just bring this out in the reunion? I don't know. And Destiny ended with body shaming MJ, which I'm not all about this. This is actually, even all the rest of it is classless and tacky and aggressive. But when you start body shaming, that's annoying. She body shamed MJ by calling her a heifer and telling her, listen, you started it and you shouldn't have talked about my dad a long time ago. So with that feud brewing over here to the side and the whole Reza and MJ reconciliation, I know they made fun of MJ for not signing on because she wanted a pay raise, but it seems like the drama's already circulating MJ. So she might get the pay raise that she was hoping for. I think so. And I definitely see that coming. Let's see, did we get everything? I think we did. With that being said, 66 in the room, guys. Yes, Gina, body shaming is a no-no. I agree. I love the idea of the t-shirt. Yes, guys, again, if you missed it, we have 66 in the room. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to post this. There's a lot of milestones here. But I've been inspired by all of the internet trolls, a.k.a. Jolene, to start a shop on my channel that says, buy Jolene on a bunch of merch, and then we'll get back to anti-bullying. I love that idea. Love, love, love. More of MJ to love. Yes, I agree. Body shaming will always be a way to try to make someone feel bad. Yeah, people are awful. Zachary, she received so much body shaming, instantly made me lose respect. Yeah, I mean, especially after the woman almost died on the table. Like, come on. I think that's disgusting. Isn't June a term of endearment? Yes, it is. When she says Andy June, Reza June, I think it's actually Joon, but I'm not sure. But they do. It's a term of endearment. Hermione, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Hermione. I really appreciate it. And guys, when I said super chat like that, I keep on getting my super chats and super stickers mixed up, but I just did a video on it, so if you missed it, how to use your super chats and super stickers, go check them out on my channel. I'm never going to miss a good insert. All right. Don't forget to like. If you're watching, just press like. Thank you, Shan. I think Destiny is trying to come after MJ slot as the drama queen and Reza's new bestie on Shahs. Yes. Yeah, and she has that very Angelina kind of like aggressive, gets in there and has like this like sassy thing about her, but it's almost like it's trying too hard, I want to say. And I really like Destiny. I'm sure I'll do an interview with her. I'll get her for you guys. But yeah, I'm really a big MJ fan. June means deer according to the cast. MJ always looks beautiful. Thanks, Abby. All right, guys, so 70 in the room. That's awesome. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Tonight's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's bring in Shan to chime in. Hi, Shan.
Morning, everybody.
I feel like we just did this.
Yeah, I'm having a little, what's that, deja vu?
Yeah, we're having deja vu.
Okay, so you said Beverly Hills. I thought you were bringing me on to talk below Zach.
No, we could talk whatever you want. I didn't.
Show.
No, I brought you on because I wanted to I covered all the topics and I wanted to see what you wanted to talk about. If we're talking about Below Deck, okay.
You have the image ready?
Yes. So let me see actually.
Crop out. Or wait, I can do it.
I'm actually going to see. So you guys will bear with me. We have an image for you. Yes. Let me see if I can bring it up on here. Let's see. All right.
And I want to see if you guys see what I saw. Right about, oops. There, do you see those two things?
Let's see if I can share the screen here. Select window. Select. All right. No, that's so. It's so weird. It doesn't allow me to share it.
Sorry, you guys. That's purple shampoo. Should have paid more attention.
Yeah, so guys, if you didn't see it, I'll just pick it up on like Shannon. But there's two things in this photo. One, who is that in the middle and why is she back? What? And then two,
oops.
Buffy's stripes.
1,
and Shan,
2, 3.
Which means what, Shan?
That's a promotion. And who else? What other woman was wearing 3 stripes that's not in that photo?
I think we should leave the rest to their imagination. But, you know, I do have to say, I thought we were going to be losing our good friend here, and I guess not. So
I'm so glad. I actually really get a kick out of Jessica.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shakeup.
So let's see the comments. Okay, Felicia got one of the clues.
Wait, also, Shan, you've been waiting for this moment for a long time, so I have to bring him on. We have somebody special down in the call. Get ready. I love the
I'm scared.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jamal finally called in.
Hey, Shan. Hey, Alan. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome. Thank you for finally calling in.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
All right. So, what did you want to kind of sound off on? Which topic?
Oh, Beverly Hills, of course.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So it was just completely staged. It was dumb. I'm like, okay, I was waiting for it. And I'm like, okay, here it comes. I'm like, that's it? That's all you got for me? And why was Kim looking drunk, though? Was it me? Was it me? She was like, I'm like, why are you
You
drunk?
know, I can't with the pulled back, like pressed. It looked like it was a lot.
Free facelift. But Jamal, I was thinking the same thing when she was about to get in the driver's seat. I was like, no!
I was like, how are you hot and drunk at the same time? And shiny. And shiny. I'm like, no.
We don't know that, guys. We don't know.
You're right. No. You're right. All right.
True. Okay, allegedly drunk. Suppose she looked. She looked. It was just weird. Like, Brandy was like, how are you a victim? Like, already. Like, she started, like, I'm like, why are you fake crying? I'm confused.
No, yes. That completely bothered me because the whole, like, oh, well, you know, my husband cheated on me. And, you know, to act like you don't know what you're getting yourself into, that's silly. And like I said last night on Super Bravo Tuesday, the whole point is she was getting her husband or trying to find her husband a happy ending from another woman. So
right.
Obviously there's some element of openness to this relationship. So I feel like this is definitely, the more and more we get into this and the more we dissect it, we're reaching for storylines here.
Oh, exactly. Because my thing is, like, if she can admit to that, why wouldn't you admit to a three-way or an affair with a woman?
Yeah.
It just seems very odd. Like, and the way Brandy came in was kind of odd. Like, why would you bring this person in out of nowhere? She has not been with them in any scenes for, like, what, a good year, 2, maybe 3 years, and all of a sudden she just pops up at your party? Nah.
Yeah, and then and to be honest with you, it makes so much sense. Like, I feel like all of us as viewers who have been following the Beverly Hills Housewives for so long, watching the scene with Teddy, Kyle, Kim, and Brandy, it was almost painful because it did feel so staged. And now that I posted that photo in the community tab, like, you can see, obviously they filmed it after the Rome trip. It was staged, and they're bad actors. Like, this is a bunch of bad actors.
Right. And speaking of Teddy, the reason why Teddy's doing all of this is because she's pregnant. Because what was this energy 2 years before when everyone was jumping on you were so passive, but she's pregnant. And no one wants to be the one to jump on the pregnant girl. So she's an easy conduit for everyone to get their grievances out. So it makes perfect sense when you think of it that way. Like, you're not going to come back at a pregnant girl because she starts crying, breaks down, and she looks pretty late. So you're not trying to have her induce labor on the trip. So it's really smart, but she's just too stupid to realize it.
Well, and I think that also, though, you know, with Teddy, I think that you have to pick a lane, you know? Like, I understand that her emotions can be a little all over the place because she's pregnant. I've never been pregnant, so I don't understand that part. But my point is that, you know, when Sutton just said, oh, God, when we found out she was pregnant, we were just like, oh, God, at the table. And then Teddy starts crying. But then you're so excited to bring this cheating scandal to the table, like at somebody else's expense. Like, you have to pick a lane. Do you want to be the mean one? But then if you're going to attack people, don't get upset and start crying when somebody just makes a comment like, oh, God, she's pregnant. You have to get tough skin if you're going to attack people.
Yes, agreed. And also, like, she only has like a couple jobs. Her job is to be pregnant, be a Mellencamp, and be Kyle's sidekick. That's 3 jobs, simple jobs.
You mean on the Beverly Hills Housewives?
Yes, and get a check. I mean, just be Kyle's like you know, blow her up, gas her up because she needs it. I mean, like, think about it. With Kyle, you have to realize pretty much every housewife has eclipsed her. Like, literally, except for Teddy. If you really look at it, like, she's the second to most least interesting person. If she didn't have Mauricio, she wouldn't be on the show. I'm sorry. It's just the truth because he is the most interesting part of her. Even Alexia is more impressive than her at this point. It's just the truth. And she also needs Brandy for a storyline. So what is Kyle's storyline?
Shan?
Jamal, bring in the facts again. I think I might be right. All Kyle's got is history. The fact that she's an OG right now this season. Anyway, I think you're right.
And I think that's fading for a lot of as we can see, we've talked about this a couple times. That's fading for the OGs. That whole stigma of like, oh, I created this, I'm the OG. We're seeing them getting chopped left and right. So,
and then did Kyle launch a fashion line this year? I can't remember. She
did. Well, yeah, she had that. It was Kyle
Shahida and Shahida.
Yes.
I was just like, okay. I'm like, well, why aren't we seeing that? Why aren't we seeing you push forward with that? Why are you so involved with nonsense? Like, be more interesting. Have something of your own. Not piggybacking off someone else. I'm like, no. I like Kyle from like season 1. That's when she was her most iconic. It was set up for her to be a star. Then Lisa came and just like kind of slid her aside. Like, okay, you're not. Go over here. Go over here.
They were good together.
Right. But Kyle's always good with someone else. She's not really good on her own.
Which is why she has Teddy, but Teddy's not the carrier. Like, she needs somebody to carry her. Go ahead.
Yes. You're right. She needs more of the dominant personality where she's trying to play the role of you-know-who before, and she's trying to take that, like, puppeteer role and trying to puppet somebody else as opposed to being the puppet and letting somebody puppet her.
So go ahead.
Not all of us are cut out to be a puppet master. I'm much better being the dancer on the strings. I couldn't be a puppet master. There's no way.
I'll puppet this ish. I'll do it.
Right. But
I'll dance.
Like, yeah, because so everything Kyle needs, well, that's why Brandy's so it's important. It gives her something to latch onto. Like, well, she was at Kyle's house. She was there with Kyle's sister. She was there with her best friend Teddy. So that gives Kyle something to feed into versus having something of her own. And Brandy, we know Brandy is looking for the check. I am not mad at somebody who needs to buy some spam for her children. Spam is not as cheap as it used to be. Some good spam, some Tang. I mean, she did stock up. She needs to stock up because girl is broke. But I'm not mad at her for
spending it all on Rose. Come on now. Her kids are waiting until they go to her dad's house. She's spending it on. No, never mind.
Why does she not have some sort of like brand endorsement or something for?
Because she never did she ever start a business? Because that's one of the things that's Housewives is for, is to start a business, and she's not parlayed her time. And then when you make enemies of the people of the town you live in, it's like, no, we can't work with you. You can't be drunk all the time. Like,
that's the thing about being the villain. That's that fine line you have to walk. It's like, it's fun to be the villain, but then you start messing up all of these relationships, and then it's hard to come off screen when you want to have the business relationships and really cultivate those. You can't. You have the bad name now.
Exactly. So now she's scraping for crumbs, like what, maybe 5,000 an episode. She's trying to get her mortgage paid. I understand she needs to work. Her podcast is hopefully doing decent, but like, you really can't make too much money off that, especially when you're a villain and not a likable villain. She was fun when she first came on. She was great. She was funny, but then you start seeing the alcohol take over. That's when the people turned on her because she's a mean drunk. She's not that funny, happy-go-lucky drunk. So,
well, let's keep it funny and happy-go-lucky, and tell me how you feel about the New York shakeup.
It's time. I mean, Ramona is like, she doesn't really like any of the women. She feels they're beneath her, but they have more money. But that's neither here nor there. And she just feels like she's above it all. If you're above it all, then leave. But she's addicted to the fame of the show. Like, without New York Housewives, who is Ramona?
Yeah,
we're not losing Ramona for sure.
To put her with two real ballers who actually do have the money Ramona thinks she has.
I'm a Kimora fan. Sorry.
Kimora would be great too, because Kimora's she's shaped and bred for the reality TV stuff anyway. She knows how this all works. And I don't know too much about this billionaires, Karen Lowe, but apparently she's feisty too. There's not too much information about her on the internet, but she's, I guess, sassy, and she's right now in a war with her whole family over different real estate portfolios and stuff like that. But she's very sharp on the tongue, and it's fun, and almost they can easily become a villain when we have somebody with so much money who is just a little bit like cocky and rude and maybe not rude, but aggressive and sharp. I think it's so great to see somebody like that. Because if Ramona said something to somebody like that, she'd be like, "Girl, sit down and shut up."
It's exactly what we needed to get that ego to shrink. Perfect.
Right. But we're missing, I think what we all got used to, especially with Bethany and even Heather, is the quick, snappy one-liners. Like, it was very quick-witted, very like, "Ooh, she got you. Stop."
Dorinda kind of has them sometimes.
Dorinda's like, but she doesn't have that. It's not a likable wit. It's just mean.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the Bethany was like smart, and you can relate to her because she's like, this is just who she is all the time. Even when she's like, even if she's drunk, you really can't tell she's drunk because she's the same way. Dorinda is a stark difference, and I love Dorinda. She's funny, but when she gets drunk, it's like, ooh, all your real feelings are coming out. Ouch. And it's
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's not likable to where you can just laugh it off. It's like, girl, no. And slurring your words and almost falling down. It's like, no.
And that's the thing too, is something about Bethany, and even going back to like maybe Heather Dubrow, they're so witty in the conversation. Like even when Ramona got flustered, or Dorinda, they get flustered, so they lose their path in the conversation. Whereas like even when they were in the Berkshires, and Ramona was like saying to Bethany, she's like, you slept your way to the top. And Bethany was like, mention it all, and spreaded her legs on the couch. and she's like, excuse me? Wait, what did you just say? Go back. And Ramona was like, what? What did I say? Like she was all flustered. And Bethany's like, did you just say I slept my way to the top? And Bethany is just like, no, you said it. Back it up with facts. Like she's spot on, and she catches everything.
Right. Brandy's in that similar mold, but Brandy's not as quick and smart. And that's why they keep bringing Brandy back to give her another chance and to bring the heat. But this one, it could have been so much better if they weren't at Kyle's house in a circle, like it was like they were huddled. If like they were out at if they were out to dinner and they ran into Brandy and Kim celebrating her birthday, it would have gone over much better. Because they would start talking about Denise, and it was a more believable segue. But when you sit everyone around, it's like, why y'all sitting on the floor? You're talking about baby shower. You go from a baby shower to Denise. How did that happen? So that's why it felt so disingenuous. And I was like, no.
Yeah, it's, I have to say, honestly, I'm not, the Brandy and Denise drama, I'm almost over it. It's being dragged out really, really long. But it's the only thing that I have to look forward to when watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's the only thing making me watch it right now. Otherwise, I'm not. I have to be honest, there's nothing else that I'm not, like, I love Garcelle, but her storyline's not really exciting. Dorit's storyline, Buca de Beppo thing, that's not really exciting. Teddy being pregnant, that doesn't excite me. Erica is still doing the same thing she's been doing the last 3 seasons.
But see, Erica knows what she's doing, though. She's doing Erica. She is staying in her damn lane. Good job, Erica, because she's like, I'm going to sit here, be me, get these checks, and stay. If you really look at it, she's really not in the mess like everyone else. She just chimes in when she feels like she can comfortably. She will never be like Rena and just jump in and just blast everybody. She's not that person, and she balances Erica Jane and Erica Girardi very, very well. Because you can see Erica Jane in some moments when she's sassy and snappy, but when Erica Girardi, she's very poised and she's very calm. So she has a very good balance to her character. I like her, but I would like to see more of her, like working on her Chicago, working on her singing, working on her dancing, working on her next videos. I like to see them when they're working personally.
I want to see her relationship.
Thank you. I was gonna say, you want to see a big Erica Jane commercial? I don't. I'm not watching for an Erica Jane commercial. But you missed it, Jamal. Up and Adam and I had a conversation maybe a week ago about the fact that somehow Erica has some pull where she doesn't have to show her real life. And really, I don't want to see a commercial. Thank you very much.
And we see the same thing with Rena. We don't ever see. We see, like, her daughter just came forward, Amelia, and she just said, I'm sick of having this on Beverly Hills Housewives. And then she had to retract that comment because everybody was going after Lisa Rinna about it. So she retracted the comment. But you're making, like, her daughter's putting herself out there more than Renna's putting the family out there.
So with Erica, I think it's something is with those lawsuits. I don't think those lawsuits are done. Something tells me there's something more to those lawsuits that he had against, like, he borrowed money, had to pay it back. So I have a feeling it's something with that they're not showing, and I bet there's a whole bunch of conversation behind closed doors. You never see them going anywhere. You never see them out to dinner. You never see Tom actually spending money on Erica.
Yeah, well, you saw the first, actually, I think in the first season, you saw the one when he gifted her that one portrait, the really expensive portrait.
Yes, but that was, if you think about it, through the season she's been on, you've never seen him take her anywhere, go on a trip, spend, like, money on her. Like, Mauricio's bought Kyle cars.
Do you think it's to cover up? So in case he is in money troubles, it doesn't show how much they're actually spending.
Right, because he was accused of taking money from the business and spending on his lavish lifestyle with Erica. That was the crux of the lawsuit. So for him to be spending money on her, like Mauricio would do, Kyle is buying cars and doing all that stuff, it would look kind of crazy. They're like, where are you getting this money when you owe us?
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see how it affects their life. That honestly, because that's a marriage. That's what it is. Like but the thing is, people want to see PK and Dorit's money issues laid out. Why don't people want to see Tom and Erica's money issues played out?
I don't even think we get to see Dorit and
no, but people want that. But people want that though. So
yeah.
And also with Mauricio and his money lawsuit issues, I'm interested to see how that's playing out. I just want to see more of the couples versus the ladies just jumping on each other for no reason.
So what I hear you saying then is that you're kind of saying what Adam was saying earlier. You want to go back to seeing the lavishness of Housewives the way it used to be.
The lavishness or the brokenness. Either one's fine with me. I don't care.
With the realness.
Right.
Real Housewives.
Right.
We don't want to see scripted Real Housewives. And guys, I don't know if you agree with this, but I don't think we get a whole, like, Kim, her character on Housewives was sad, Kim Richards, because we felt so bad because she was always going through like these ups and downs. But that was the realest part of Beverly Hills' franchise. Like, there wasn't much, that was the most authentic, like, actually happening in there. Whereas, like, if we go back to New York, you know, even though I'm kind of sick of some of the storylines with them, and thank God Tinsley's gone now too, because I thought she was the most boring. But like Luann and her probation, and Bethany and her custody battle, and crying on TV and super raw, and the money, the legal issues, talking about how much money she was spending in court battles and stuff like that. Sonia talking about her court stuff. Like, they were all just very upfront. And I think that's the rawness that we need from Beverly Hills. But these women don't want to expose themselves like that because there's a social community or setting here, I think, in Beverly Hills that's a different stigma too.
That's most definitely true because for me, like, the most raw moment when like Kyle outed Kim in the limousine, I was like, oh no.
You are such a liar and an alcoholic.
I was like, I'm like, what do you do with that? And I felt so bad, but that's what we need. Like, yeah, you need the good, but you also need to see the real behind it, because not everything is like so stale. We're going to lunch, we're gonna argue over Splenda or Equal, which one is better.
Yeah.
Just things that just don't matter. Like, you're like, why do you guys care so much? Like, if Denise slept with Brandy, like, why?
Jamal, what do you think about Adam's idea about terms?
I think after a nice 3-year term, you can come back as a friend to the show, or you can go on with your life, and then
we reassess you after 3 years,
right? Like, or there should be some sort of like online review where we get to review you. Like, okay, did you bring the drama? Yes. Were you interesting? Yes. Did you like
Housewives?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, because it's like some of them have been like there's only so many businesses you can open, so many kids you can have, so much stuff you can do. I'm tired. I like Candy, love her, but I want to see somebody else.
Okay.
I want to see somebody else.
Candy, then we'll get Phaedra back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was Phaedra.
Well, I want the Apollo drama is what I want. So,
well, yeah.
Well, then bring his new wife. I don't want to see Phaedra. Somebody that could lie like that. No, you do not get any more income from this network. That was evil.
That's true. And I'm actually surprised that she didn't lose her. I mean, she's a lawyer. Like, I'm surprised she didn't lose her license over that. That's
it's because Candy didn't sue her. That's why. Yeah. If Candy had sued her, it's the same thing with Portia. Like, how's Portia Portia knows somebody at Bravo? Like, she's got some pull at Bravo. How you go drag Kenya across the stage by her ponytail or weave
drag somebody else while production's in the building, behind the building during the Christmas thing.
Getting the fight with Cynthia on the boat. I mean, I was just like, but
thank you, Grandma Scary. Thank you for the super sticker. I didn't miss you today, Grandma Scary.
But she was like demoted. But I'm like, well, how you demote somebody that's in every scene? Okay, it's
like in every scene,
right? And it's like Heather Locklear on Melrose Place, where she was a special guest star on but she was the only one in every episode. Come on now, you got a damn good contract. I need your contract.
Jamal,
Yeah.
do you watch Below Deck? Did you see the picture?
I don't watch Below Deck because one, Sandy works on my nerve. I'm like, when are you? Somebody push her off the boat because she's doing too much for. She's doing too little for doing too much. It's like, no, just because you couldn't control your other staff, that's not this staff's fault. Granted, yeah, you could have went to a job fair and found better people, but hey, do what you do. Because Malia, I'm happy for you, Hannah. You're lazy, like you're over it. Hannah's just over it.
Yeah.
Hannah's over it. She
over
really
it.
is. Even when I talked to her, she told me, she was like, Adam, I'm in a different place in my life. Like, I'm just done.
Yep.
I'm
That's
done.
because I like her, but you can just see like she doesn't want to be there. Sandy's being just extra hard on her for no reason. Poor little Kiko, something's always going wrong. I'm like,
I know. But thank you, Kathy, for the super sticker. Thank you, Kathy.
So
Yeah.
generous. I'm so sick of the, oh my God, Bugsy. Oh my God, Bug. Did you see what Bugsy did? Bugsy did it. Isn't Bugsy great?
I feel like we're getting so much setup on this season. We're setting Chiefs do. We're setting Kiko up for failure with this stupid dinner that nobody, like, he didn't. That was a setup. Malia in the side scenes, like, if you missed Super Bravo Tuesday, for anybody watching, I dissected this yesterday. In the side scenes, Malia, when they go out to dinner and Chef Kiko stays back to study the menu and make sure it's perfect for the guests, Malia says, how's Kiko doing? Do you think he's going to stick around? While she's sitting there texting, and Hannah says, oh, I don't know, I hope so. And then later, after they get the crap nachos out there, which Hannah kind of helped guide him into this menu, after they get the crap nachos out there, Malia's in the background texting.
right, but
for sure.
But the thing is with me, I tried to watch it. I really tried. But the first episode, Sandy, you're just being ridiculous. I'm like, okay, here we go. But the moment, like, Lana or whatever the child's name got kicked off, and they brought Bugsy in, oh, this is a setup. You know they don't like each other, so why would you put that situation together? Total setup. Like, just fire Hannah, hire Bugsy, and be on with it, because this is just dumb. Like, anyone who watches Bravo knows what's going on.
Yeah, and I just, and I think honestly, and I said this to Kiko, I think that I think he's too sweet of a guy there wasn't much drama. I asked him, I said, right now he's working on when I did my interview with him, he said he's working on a 2-year contract on another boat right now, a catamaran boat, with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend is the chief stew. I said it would be so fun to bring you on in future seasons, maybe both of you guys. But I think that his energy is just too positive and good. And while that doesn't make him bad, it doesn't make you great for reality TV. It's the same thing with Elise for Real Housewives of New York. Like, we're still trying to get a little bit of like a crazy side from her just to see if she fits in with Housewives. Otherwise, she's too normal.
He was very nice. I'm like, oh, you're so nice. And he seemed to cook well. It just seemed like everything was going wrong. Like, it's just something was wrong. And to me, with episodes I watched, like, a little something was wrong. And every little something he did wrong, Sandy was all over him. I'm like, why are you staying over his shoulder? Who's running the boat?
But you also just can't do that to an artist. As soon as you start to smother an artist, they lose their gift. You can't do that. But yeah, I just had really, really, really wanted to talk about the 3 Stripes and Aisha. I loved Aisha's energy. So I'm excited to see her back. So that's,
you know what? And I bet you she ends up hooking up with Jess's man. I bet you that's the drama.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, actually, because he's very, like, subtle and dark and mysterious. And Aisha's like, look at Jack. Do you remember Jack from Liverpool? He was, like, gregarious and...
Yeah, but no, I'm calling it now.
What do you know that we don't know?
I don't know. Actually, I don't. And I'm curious because we're already on the 5th charter in this past episode. Like, I think isn't there only like 8 or 9 charters to a season? So I don't really know how much longer is this going to drag out for us to lose Hannah, get Aisha. We're going to lose Kiko, get Malia's boyfriend, Tom. Bugsy's going to become chief stew. Like, how many episodes do we have left to have that? We're getting a whole freaking new crew.
Okay, I'll do some research. I'll find out.
I'll find out with you, and we'll post it in the community tab.
Yeah,
it was good to see you guys. Jamal, thank you so much for calling when I was on. It was such a pleasure.
You too. I'll call in more. I have a break, so like let me just call in real quick. And it's about Bravo. Perfect.
Yes,
okay.
I love that. And Shan, are you dipping out?
I'm dipping.
All right, bye, Shan. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Guys, for real quick, for what Shan was talking about with Below Deck, there's a photo that she came across. She shared with me on Twitter. Thank you, Shan. I'm going to post it in my community tab so you guys can see it. Obviously, we're getting a cash shakeup for Below Deck Med. And yeah, and Jamal finally called in. Thanks, Jamal.
Yeah, no problem.
Does that mean you're going to be joining us more often?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. All right, Jamal. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, Adam.
Bye. All right, guys, thank you again so much for coming in. Oh, I'm shaking this. All right, I'm shaking this because I'm shooketh by that photo. Thank you guys so much for calling in. If you guys missed anything that was going on today, we had a great recap. Just rewatch this live. Otherwise, a few things that we talked about. We are going to be doing a recap tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm either doing it with Sherelle or on my own channel. I'll be letting you guys know on my community tab. I'm going to be posting the Below Deck tea photo. You guys will have that in my community tab within the next 5 minutes. And then also, guys, yeah, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I've been inspired by you awful internet trolls, you Jolenes, and the bad people of the internet and YouTube verse to start an anti-internet bullying store. So once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to start Buy Jolene merch, and we're going to start giving back. So thank you, awful people, for inspiring us to give back. Bye, Jolene. Bye, guys. In broadcast.